they're both the same age. Okay, they're both 39. Favre had 30 more starts at this point in his career than Rodgers does. And Rodgers clearly takes care of the ball better, but he also has more touchdowns, 475 touchdowns to Favre, who had 442 at the time that he was traded. And to me, really, when you get to their similarities, because the regular season numbers are separated by the fact that Favre made 30 more starts. But you look at their playoff numbers. They both made the playoffs 11 seasons with the Packers. Favre was 12-10. Rodgers was 11-10. Rodgers won one Super Bowl. Favre won one Super Bowl, but Favre made it to 2 Super Bowls. And their record at home, Favre was 8-3 at Lambeau, and Rodgers only 5-4 during the playoffs at Lambeau. So those are kind of the differences where you get to the playoffs. But other than that, everything's really similar in their postseason performance. Only one fourth quarter winning drive or one fourth quarter comeback, 2 game-winning drives for Rodgers, 2-2 for Favre. So very, very similar in their postseason numbers, which really is the fairest way to judge them because you're dealing with the same amount of games, or one game more, I guess, for Favre, but the same amount of playoff seasons.
I think when you look at Brett Favre, and we've been going over Brett Favre heading to the New York Jets and comparing other quarterbacks that have come to the New York Jets from other teams and free agencies or trades or even guys that the Jets have drafted over the years and how it hasn't worked. 50 years of just absolute garbage. And even the quarterbacks that they've brought in the last couple of years in the draft. The Jets are the only team in NFL history in drafting 2 quarterbacks in the first 3 picks in a 5-year span. So you look at the Jets and the situation that they're in, they're trying to find their future quarterback. Or now Aaron Rodgers is not a future quarterback. He's a veteran quarterback that is moving in, coming to the New York Jets, where he has a chance with the talent that the Jets have, the youth, and obviously the veterans that they have on the team now. And now we're hearing Odell Beckham could be on his way to the New York Jets. The opportunity to win another Super Bowl. He will never be compared to the greats until he wins that second Super Bowl. I disagree.
Yeah,
I
think you can compare him. I think he belongs in that conversation. But again, here's the difference. You have Favre and Rodgers, who have both won Super Bowls. The Jets never had anybody close to that, except if you want to count Flacco. But Flacco wasn't a guy coming in to save the franchise. This is where the difference is. Favre didn't take care of the ball. Now, even though they were 8-3, and I thought the best team in the AFC at the time that Favre got hurt, coming off of wins at New England and then at an undefeated Tennessee when they beat them 34-13. That was a good team in 2008. If Favre would have stayed healthy, maybe they could have won the Super Bowl. But Rodgers totally different. He's a guy that protects the ball. With Rodgers, the Jets are going to average at least 25 points a game, I think, because Rodgers can still play. He's going to have weapons all over the place, and their defenses, to me, finally will get the breaks they need by, number one, the offense having the ball more, so they'll have time of possession better than they will these last couple. Last couple of games during their losing streak at the end of the year, it just seems like defense was always on the field because the offense couldn't put together first down.
But also, as a starting quarterback, the last 10 years, Aaron Rodgers has thrown the least amount of interceptions
only
in the NFL.
105 in his career.
He's been unbelievable, and he controls the ball very, very well. And he also is very good outside of the pocket. He can make every single throw, over the shoulder, everything. So that's something the Jets have not had, accuracy. And you've seen last year the interceptions to the touchdowns from all the quarterbacks. The Jets started 3 quarterbacks last year, actually 4 at one point, but all of them have been unsuccessful at the quarterback position. Zach Wilson, who they brought in and they drafted 2 years ago as their second pick, has been a failure. Now, maybe sitting him on the bench for 2 years, something that the Jets maybe should have done when they drafted him. Starting him with a rookie offensive coordinator did not work. Now you have a guy like Nathaniel Hackett coming in, a guy that has worked well with young quarterbacks, and you've heard what Aaron Rodgers has said on the Pat McAfee show and other athletes like Alan Lazard on a Jets broadcast the other day said that Nathaniel Hackett pays attention to a dimensional quarterback play and also understanding routes and what these wide receivers need to run in his offense. They're going to be explosive. You had Hardman the other day. I think he has the speed on the outside. You can use him in the slot. One of the good things about Allen Lazard is he can block. He's a very good blocker. He's good in the slot. You can move him in the slot. You could put him on the outside as well.